Congress National President Uday Bhanu Chib in the early hours of the morning. This is the 8th arrest in connection with the shirtless protests and slogans raised during the AI summit. We have a reaction coming in from the Congress party. The Congress party has said that this was a democratic protest. Now remember, the Congress party has been alleging that this was a democratic protest, nothing wrong with it, and now the Delhi police arresting the Indian Youth Congress National President Uday Bhanu Chib. Now remember, Rahul Gandhi released his first statement after the protest, and in his statement yesterday, Rahul Gandhi called them Babbar Sher, even comparing them to the freedom fighters. And now the Youth Congress National President has been arrested. My colleague Shivam is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Shivam, yesterday Rahul Gandhi's message to the protesters was calling them Babbar Sher, and now they've been arrested by the Delhi police officials. What are the charges against them? When did the arrest take place? Get us the details.
We are currently reporting from Tilak Marg police station, and here you are currently seeing heavy security deployment. Here the Delhi police officials, the RPF officers are currently on the spot, and the convoy of the Delhi police is currently going out, and it is expected in a very short time that Uday Bhanu may be inside this particular car. He will be taken to the Patiala House Court for the police to seek the custody, and right now you are seeing he has just been taken out. The president of the Indian Youth Congress has just been taken for seeking the custody in the Patiala House Court. He will be presented there. As you were also mentioning, a detailed questioning that happened yesterday. For more than 8 hours, Uday Bhanu Chib was questioned. He was summoned by the police yesterday. The Delhi president of the Indian Congress, Akshay Lakra, was also summoned. But when Uday Bhanu was summoned, we have also seen the Congress Delhi leaders also, trying to meet the LG and, trying to submit their particular proposal as well, because they have been constantly saying that it was within their democratic rights to protest. However, Delhi police has been, questioning, has been probing this entire matter under various sections. First one being hurting a public servant. Second, disobeying a public servant, and also, breaking the prohibitory laws and unlawful assembly. So these are certain serious, charges under which the Delhi police is currently probing the matter. Remember, Delhi police also submitted in the court that they have drawn comparison to the Gen Z protests that happened in Nepal as well. So the conspiracy, the funding, the intention, the logistics, the implication, these are various factors on which Delhi police is currently looking into the matter about how this protest was organized, who was the main mastermind behind this protest, whose idea was it, where those t-shirts were printed, how did they get access to, under what authority they were getting access to. They were getting as a visitor, they were getting, as somebody who was from the stall. How are they bypassing those QR codes, because again it is a high security sensitive area where those protests happen. And we have also seen common people at Bharat Mandapam that day were trying to stop the Youth Congress leaders when they were, marching inside the Bharat Mandapam, taking off their t-shirts and showing that raising the slogans inside the Bharat Mandapam. So the Delhi police have been on their toes. As you rightly mentioned, this will be the 8th arrest in this particular case, and now a big one, because the national president of the Indian Youth Congress has been arrested. This has come less than 24 hours when the leader of opposition and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has backed the Indian Youth Congress workers, saying that they have done everything within their rights and the Congress stands with them. So after that, now Delhi police has arrested. It is to be seen how the Congress and BJP are going to respond to these particular allegations, and what will happen in the court, and for how many days now the custody will also be granted.
Okay, all right. This was the AI Impact Summit in the Bharat Mandapam. The global eyes were on this event. It was an international event, and the Congress workers attempted to shame India at this global event. Now, the national president of the Indian Youth Congress has been arrested. You're looking at the visuals on the screens as well. My colleague Shivam joining us from the spot. Priyank is also with us on the broadcast. And Priyank, Uday was also questioned by the police officials. We're told the Delhi police believe that he was not cooperating during the questioning and also tried to mislead the investigators. All right, we'll try and reconnect that line with Priyank in just a moment. But sources say that there is evidence against him, that he was aware of the protest, and now Uday Bhanu Chib, the national president of the Indian Youth Congress, has been arrested. This is after several rounds of questioning in connection with the shirtless protest that they staged at Bharat Mandapam during the AI Impact Summit. The arrest took place after multiple hours of questioning at the Tilak Marg police station as well. This is in connection with the shirtless protest. Now he has been taken into custody. We have a reaction, the first reaction coming in from the Congress party. Listen in.
शाह को परेशानी होती है, तानाशाह को किसी ने आईना दिखाया तो वो उसको जेल डाल देगा। हम ये जानना चाहते हैं कि क्या पुलवामा के आतंकी सारे गिरफ्तार हो गए? क्या पहलगाम हमले के सारे आतंकी गिरफ्तार हो गए? क्या लाल किले ब्लास्ट के सारे आतंकी गिरफ्तार हो गए? एक टी शर्ट उतारने से आप इतना डर जाते हो, देश में आतंकी हमले हो जाते हैं और आप गिरफ्तारी नहीं कर पाते हो। ये इस सरकार की असलियत है।
उधर जम्मू कश्मीर से उमरपुल्ला कहते हैं कि एलओपी का जो रोल है
वो मुद्दा
राहुल गांधी लीडर हैं, लेकिन पार्टी के अंदर से सवाल उठ रहे हैं।
कोई सवाल नहीं उठ रहे। पूरी कांग्रेस आज किसानों के साथ खड़ी है। पूरी कांग्रेस आज ट्रेड
So the Congress party calling it intolerance, saying the mirror was shown to the Tanasha, and that's the reason why these protesters have been arrested, that this is intolerance by the government. We have a reaction from the BJP as well. Listen in.
राहुल गांधी जी, आपके कार्यकर्ता ये बब्बर शेर नहीं, ये नेशनल शेम है। इन्होंने एक शर्टलेस टॉपलेस एक्ट नहीं, शेमलेस, कैरेक्टरलेस और लॉयल्टीलेस एक्ट किया है। बीजेपी के विरोध में उतरते उतरते देश के विरोध में उतर गए, परंतु आप ऐसे लोगों का डिफेंड कर रहे हैं जिसको खुद कांग्रेस पार्टी के सीनियर नेता मार्गरेट आल्वा जैसे लोग डिफेंड नहीं कर पा रहे। आपके अलायंस पार्टनर्स ने भी कहा कि ये कृत्य गलत है, समाजवादी पार्टी, तृणमूल कांग्रेस, उद्धव सेना, पर आप आज भी ऐसे लोगों को डिफेंड कर रहे हैं। बहुत जल्द आप एलआईलेस भी बन जाएंगे और वोटरलेस भी। एक बात स्पष्ट है कि राहुल गांधी ही इस पूरे कृत्य के सरगना है, मास्टरमाइंड है। उन्होंने ही तो इन लोगों को ट्रेन करके भेजा है, क्योंकि जिस प्रकार से वो खुद विदेशी धरती पर जाते हैं और भारत की बदनामी करते हैं, इकॉनमी को डेड बोलते हैं, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को सरेंडर बोलते हैं, कोविड वैक्सीन के ऊपर सवाल खड़े करते हैं और हमारे वैज्ञानिकों पर सवाल खड़े करते हैं, तो राहुल गांधी ही इन शर्टलेस शेमलेस कार्यकर्ताओं के असली मेंटोर है। राहुल गांधी जी, आपके कार्यकर्ता ये बब्बर शेर नहीं, ये नेशनल शेम है। इन्होंने एक शर्टलेस टॉपलेस
Getting live visuals from the spot as well after the Indian Youth Congress president was taken into custody. He has been brought to the court. My colleague Priyank is also live with us. And Priyank, several hours of questioning where he allegedly also misled the investigators, Delhi police officials now arresting him, taking him to the court. What next? What are the details from the Delhi police officials on his role in the shirtless protest?
See, the Delhi police is probing the larger conspiracy also, Pratibha, because soon after the arrest of these 7 individuals, which has happened so far, one person was detained also. Out of these 11 protesters who had managed to infiltrate in the crowd, which was there at the AI summit, these are the 7 individuals who have been arrested so far till now, apart from Uday Bhanu. So Uday Bhanu is the 8th one who has been arrested. Soon before this incident had happened, he was called in for questioning. He was questioned at the Parliament Street police station by a joint CP rank officer for almost 4 hours, and after which he was allowed to go. Police is right now looking into the electronic evidence, because they have managed to establish that Uday Bhanu was continuously in touch with these protesters who had gone to the location and did this shirtless protest, which is certainly in the eye of the storm.
Okay, Priyank. To the media questions as well, he is currently being taken to the court. Okay, he's not speaking to the media. He is being taken by the police officials. Yes, Priyank.
Yes, this is what we were trying to tell you to viewers, that there are 2 aspects of this particular investigation by the Delhi police, following to which Uday Bhanu has been arrested formally by the Delhi police after questioning of almost 12 hours. He was formally placed arrest around 4:30 a.m. today, and we have got the confirmation, and now you can see the visuals that Uday Bhanu has been taken to the court. There are two aspects of this investigation. One is that those protesters who had gone there at the location and did this protest. The second one is a larger conspiracy and the common intention, for which the Delhi police have also added the section 3 of the BNS, which implies about common intention about a particular individual. What is very important that the later two sections, Pratibha, are talking about promoting enmity in between religious group and promoting, falsifying the national security. These are the important things for which he is being questioned. Now, in the due course of time, the Delhi police will be apprising the court that Uday Bhanu was continuously in touch with those protesters, and he was in fact, a main mastermind behind this particular protest, which happened at the AI summit, where the whole world was there here in the national capital. So, apart from assaulting the public servant, those individuals who were there present at the location by these protesters, then barging in, then assaulting with the criminal force. These are the sections which will be later in the course in the due course of charge sheet filing, will be applicable on those individuals who were there present. Those 11 of them, 7 of them have been arrested so far. But Uday Bhanu's role is about conspiring. His role is about conspiring this whole, thought process and this whole idea of going to the location and protesting. What sources have been suggesting that during the course of investigation, these protesters who were from different part of country, few were from Telangana, few were from Bihar, few were from Uttar Pradesh, and 3 who have been arrested so far from the state of Madhya Pradesh were told to assemble at the location, because the Indian Youth Congress wanted to show their proximity across the country. Uday Bhanu being in continuous touch with all those individuals is the reason because of which he has been arrested.
Okay, all right. Priyank, I'll come back to you in just a moment on whether there will be additional charges also that will be included against him. But before that, we just want to play out what Rahul Gandhi had said. Now, Uday Bhanu has been taken into custody. But remember, Rahul Gandhi yesterday in his first statement on the AI shirtless protest had called them Babbar Sher. This was Rahul Gandhi's message.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी, अहिंसा और लोकतांत्रिक विरोध देश की बुनियाद है। गांधी जी और भगत सिंह ने यह रास्ता दिखाया है। इससे आप इतना क्यों डरते हो? आप शर्म की बात करते हो। हम संविधान के लिए लड़ रहे हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी के बब्बर शेरों कार्यकर्ताओं, आपको डरना नहीं है। एक कदम पीछे हटना।
So, Priyank, you mentioned that in the investigations, the officials are also looking at a larger conspiracy. Now, already against the protesters, the charge of the FIR mentions hurt and assault to public servant, disobeying public servant and unlawful assembly, as well as violating prohibitory orders. Will additional charges now be included against the Youth Congress chief?
No, Pratibha, these sections are very much sufficient. And in fact, I would say these are the very stringent sections of the BNS which has been added in this particular FIR. If you may allow, I'll tell you to our viewers that what is the case all about. The case is all about criminal conspiracy. That's why the section 612 has been added in this particular FIR, and Uday Bhanu's role is about the criminal conspiracy. His role is about conspiring this whole idea of protest. First, they plan to come to the location with a black umbrella, and then the umbrella was supposed to be pasted with these stickers. They later realized that police officials will be able to spot that, so they refused that idea. The second one is on public servant assault. Those 11 protesters who had barged inside were assaulting public servant. They were not agreeing to be detained by the Delhi police or the paramilitary forces which was deployed at the location. And that is the thing. But the later two sections which I was trying to emphasize on are the sections of 196, which is promoting enmity in between religious group, and section 197 of the BNS, which is about prejudicial to the national integration. So this is a case where the Youth Congress leader has been arrested by the Delhi police for making something which is difficult and wrong for the national integration. This is about larger conspiracy. Very soon the Delhi police will be trying to seek his police remand. It's just a matter of half an hour or so before the court can actually decide that what would be the fate of Uday Bhanu. But whether he will be able to give the name of those top leadership of the Congress party, because you have to realize that he was the leader of the Indian Youth Congress. He would have been in touch with the senior leadership of the party. Whether he'll be a loyalist by not naming them, whether he will reveal and spill the bean regarding those individuals like the top leadership we are talking about, who were also the ones who had instigated, told them and were part of this particular planning, is going to make this case more important. While we were talking, while colleague Niamika was also talking to him, when this protest happened, he said he was accepting that yes, I am the mastermind, but shielding his bosses is certainly something which has been in the gene pool of the Congress party. So I'm expecting that he will not speak about that. That's why the Delhi police will try to tell it to the court that we have to know that who are the other individuals who were part of the section 61(2) of the BNS, which is of criminal conspiracy. That's why we want to take his police remand. He want to question these individuals. Other 7 individuals accused are still in police custody. They have been granted police remand from the court. But Uday Bhanu, being the one who knows the larger conspiracy, is certainly something which would be the focus of the Delhi police officials. So it's just a matter of time, Pratibha, when the court will actually decide that whether he'll be granted to the PC remand or not. If at all that happens, then electronic evidences will be very key important factor, because Uday had not been accepting that he was the one who had instigated it, but the phone call detail of all those 5 individuals who were arrested earlier by the Delhi police clearly established that before and after the protest, there was a very clear-cut messaging which was going on from the top leadership of the Indian Youth Congress, whose leader and the president is Uday Bhanu Pratap. Now, Uday Bhanu will have to be questioned. His phone call record will be analyzed. The dump data analysis of his phone call will be done. If that leads to the top leadership of the party, then arrest is imminent for them also.
Okay, all right. Just stay with us a moment. In fact, Priyank, earlier as well, when the Congress youth protests had taken place, Times Now had spoken to him, and here is what he said. He went on to justify this protest. Here is what he had said then.
पर ये रोष जो है सिर्फ यूथ कांग्रेस के साथियों में नहीं है, पूरे देश के उस युवा में है जो बेरोजगार है और पिछले 12 सालों से बेरोजगारी को झेल रहा है। ये आज का मुद्दा ये है। और दूसरा, यहाँ तक आप कह रहे हैं कि ग्लोबल लीडर्स वहाँ आए थे और देश की छवि को खराब होता है। हिंदुस्तान में डेमोक्रेसी है, हम पीसफुली प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं। इससे डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में प्रोटेस्ट करने से कोई छवि खराब नहीं होती।
So this was the defense that had come in from the Congress party, and Shivam, you know, it's not just him, but we also had a defense coming in from Rahul Gandhi. In his video yesterday, he made a comparison with Freedom Movement. He also went on to call them Babbar Sher, and this is the defense that has come in from the Congress party. But there are many who have said that this was in bad taste. The BJP, in fact, going on to say that this is the anti-India mindset, and not just the BJP. There are many from the opposition as well who called out the Congress party for this protest.
Exactly, Pratibha. In fact, some of the key allies of the Congress party, including Akhilesh Yadav, the Samajwadi Party senior leader, has also called out and said that there has to be a place, a time, a venue, and a situation to, to protest and to register your dissent. But having such a global event in India, which is not about one particular party, it was all about the Indian state and the image of the country as whole, where these particular things have happened. And as you just played the video, yes, there is a right to protest, but these protesters were going under the guise of being a visitor, so they didn't have the permission to protest as well. That was not a place to protest, that was a place where they were having intellectual conversation about AI, and at that time shifting it to the domestic politics and doing the politics is something that is again has been questioned by both the ruling government and some of the allies of the Congress party as well. And as rightly Priyank was mentioning, organizing such a protest on such a massive scale, taking such a big step, it is quite unbelievable to think that Congress didn't know about it, that it was just the Indian Youth Congress who autonomously took this decision and they did not inform any senior Congress leader. So it will be interesting to see what the police probe says, what the police says in the court. Are they also expecting the names of any senior Congress leaders being involved in this as well, or is it just that Uday Bhanu was the whole soul mastermind? Because yes, Uday Bhanu chief has been openly saying that it was his particular, it was the Youth Congress, but the Congress has been standing by the side of the Indian Youth Congress from the very start. So it is quite possible that the Congress leaders, senior Congress leaders, were also aware that any such thing could also happen, and that could also further make the investigation broader and much bigger names can also come too. So this is something that we need to understand, and that is something the details will come, as Priyank was mentioning, in next half an hour when the police will ask for remand, and the kind of arguments that police will also put forward too.
Okay, all right. Do stay with us, Shivam, because, like you mentioned, it's not just Uday Bhanu Chib himself. Rahul Gandhi also released a video where he called them Babbar Sher. We just want to play that out again. Rahul Gandhi had in fact justified this protest. This is after the Prime Minister had also called it out, saying that such a protest crosses the line. This is not a democratic protest. This was an attempt to defame India on the international stage. But listen into what Rahul Gandhi said, justifying it.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी, अहिंसा और लोकतांत्रिक विरोध देश की बुनियाद है। गांधी जी और भगत सिंह ने यह रास्ता दिखाया है। इससे आप इतना क्यों डरते हो? आप शर्म की बात करते हो। हम संविधान के लिए लड़ रहे हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी के बब्बर शेरों कार्यकर्ताओं, आपको डरना नहीं है, एक कदम पीछे हटना नहीं है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी, अहिंसा और लोकतांत्रिक विरोध देश की बुनियाद है। गांधी जी और भगत सिंह ने यह रास्ता दिखाया है। इससे आप इतना क्यों डरते हो? आप शर्म की बात करते हो। हम संविधान के लिए लड़ रहे हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी के बब्बर शेरों कार्यकर्ताओं, आपको डरना नहीं है, एक कदम पीछे हटना नहीं।
So Rahul Gandhi going on to say this is a path shown by Gandhi ji and Bhagat Singh, and telling the other youth Congress workers, don't fear, go ahead with this protest. This is when multiple leaders, including veteran Congress leaders, have called out this protest as unacceptable, saying this is not acceptable at all. Let's go back to Priyank on that. And Priyank, there has been a lot of debate over whether this is acceptable or not, whether this is actually a democratic protest. But many, even within the Congress party, seem to have accepted that this should not have been done, that this shames India in an international platform.
See, the law is not bound for the whims and fancies of Congress party, Pratibha, because two set of individuals, initially those three of them, then two of them, have been granted police remand by the court. So the court has also accepted that there is a ample amount of need for investigating this case. The court has has also accepted that these sections of the BNS which has been added in the FIR against the youth leadership of the Congress party is very much needed. So whether Congress party says that it's more needed or not, whether it was a political conspiracy and the Modi government is trying to demean the youth's voice, the court of Patiala House Court has granted bail not on one instances but twice these accused have been granted, and I'm pretty sure that looking at the precedent which has been followed in this particular FIR, PC remand would be granted to the Delhi police regarding Uday Bhanu. So the court is also accepting the fact that there is a need to probe this particular matter. Whether the Congress accepts or not, that's an undeniable thing. This is a legal opinion which has been taken, which shows that these individuals, although it will be decided on the charge sheet state, on the trial state, that whether these sections will stand true against these individuals or not. But prima facie, if you see, the court has granted police remand to these individuals, those 7 of them, to the police officials on the basis of these FIR only, on the basis of the remand application only. So legally the case is still going on. I would say that it's the Congress would have to go through the remand order copy which has been given to the Delhi police, which clearly implies that there is a need to investigate the case, and there is much more which the Delhi police want to probe, and they should be allowed to probe this particular matter. Okay. Now the fact of the matter is that the ball is going up in the ladder. Okay. The ball from those protesters, those foot soldiers, those pawns who were there at the location is going up one more step. It has gone to Uday Bhanu. Whether it will go to the top leadership or not, that is going to be very important.
Okay, all right. So larger conspiracy, that's what the police officials are looking at, but the Congress party continuing to justify it. Akanksha is with us with the latest coming in from the Congress. Yes, Akanksha.
Absolutely. The Congress party remains defiant. Let me take you through what Hari Prasad BK of the Congress party has said on this. He said, and I quote, arresting peaceful youth Congress workers at Bharat Mandapam is nothing but cowardice. Real Nanganach is not on the streets, it is on the corridors of power. Those whose name figured in the Epstein files walk free. Those who bent India's spine before US and bartered away national interest lecture us on patriotism. Going on to say that peaceful protesters are jailed while the powerful are protected. This is hypocrisy at its peak. Release our youth Congress worker immediately. Democracy is not Narendra Modi's private property. So that's a big charge that is coming from the Congress party, remaining defiant, saying that peace peaceful protesters have been jailed, while on the other hand, those people whose names have figured in the Epstein files, they are walking free, making an appeal to the government to release the Youth Congress workers immediately. Till now, many have been arrested, but this is a strong reaction that is coming after the main person, IYC president, has been arrested by the police.
Okay, so the Congress party escalating it further, saying that the arrest is nothing but cowardice. Requesting Priyank and Shivam to stay with us. Akanksha, thank you for joining us with those details. Quick break now. We'll be right back to stay with us.